Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to install custom ROM on Samsung Galaxy A22 5G. Okay, so let's begin. Let's turn on our phone. Now go into settings, go into connections, make sure that you are connected into network. If you are, go back, scroll down, click on software update and click on download and install. Okay, basically this process, the version of your software currently doesn't matter during that process. We just need to simply click the software update and be connected into the Wi-Fi, because without it we wouldn't be able to unlock bootloader. Now scroll down, click on about phone, but the software version also does matter. In my case, I have this version A226BXXSBDYA2, and if you want to, you need to have, you have to have that version, because on other version it won't work. I have tested it on that version and it works. Also, if you don't know how to install the exact version of the software, on our channel you can find a video in which I'm showing you how to manually install the ROM using the Odin app. If you visit the mega page, the link will be in the description. In here you can find that exact stock ROM, so you'll have to download it and manually install it using the Odin. Just like I'm saying, on our channel you can find a video how to do it. But in your case you need to install this version. Okay, so it looks like that. In the meantime, we need to download some things into our computer. So first visit our page, HardReset.Info, go into download, and we need to type Samsung drivers, click on search, and download these drivers. Simply click on download, then download the Odin app. It's this version 3.14.4, also install it, and then type ADB and install mini ADB and Fastboot with drivers. That's all that you have to download from our page. Then go into Mega. First go into custom recovery. In here we have two custom recoveries. We have the OrangeFox 11.3 with VB media file, and we also have the TWRP. If you want to download TWRP, you also have to install it and download the VB media file, this down below, but in this video I'll show you how to install the OrangeFox. So right click on it, click on download and click on standard download. In my case it's already installed, so I don't need to do it. Same thing with the custom ROM. We have the version that ends with BDYA2. So that's the version that we have on the phone. That's the thing that we have checked. And we also need to download it. Right click, download, but download it as a zip file. It is important. So download it as a zip file. Okay. Now also on the second tab, type GIT Windows 11 download. Visit this page and click here to download. If you have downloaded it, you need to launch the X file. Click on next, 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 and wait until the process is finished. In my case it's being reinstalled because I had it before on my PC. So let's wait until it's finished. It shouldn't take much time. Okay, now unselect view release notes and select that you want to launch. Then click on finish. Okay, that's all basically what we had to do. This window needs to open. Now we can close it up. We won't be needing it for now. And now, let's install our Samsung drivers. In here we have Samsung USB drivers, our Odin app, and also Android Fastboot Mini and ADB drivers. You need to extract all of those 3 files. You can use the WinRAR, simply right-click, select, and select extract. Do the same thing for all of those 3 files, Odin, Samsung, and Android Fastboot. If you don't have a WinRAR, you can use the extract all function, simply click and click on extract. It's up to you. Also, we can extract the One UI right now, but more about it later. Okay, so first, install your Samsung USB driver, use this app, and then install. And after the installation process, I highly recommend restarting your computer so everything will work just like it should. Then go into Android Fastboot and Mini ADB drivers. Begin with ADB setup, this file on the bottom. Click. Now type Y on your keyboard. Press enter. Y again. Enter. Y and enter. Okay. And then the Android ADB Fastboot. Click on next. In my case it's already installed, so just click on repair. Click on finish, and then also install Universal ADB driver setup. In my case it's already installed, so I won't do it. And now we need to unlock the bootloader on our phone. To do it, you need to be connected to the Wi-Fi, and then go into About Phone in the settings, software information, and then tap on the build number a few times in a row until you see that you are a developer. Then scroll down, select developer options, and in here we have the OEM unlocking. We need to enable that feature. Click on enable. Okay, now we need to power off our device. Hold power button, select power off. You also need to remember that all of our data will be erased from our phone. Now we need to unlock the bootloader. So we need to hold both volume keys at the same time, and we need to insert the cable that is also connected into our computer into our phone. So we need to connect our phone with the computer. But before we insert the cable, hold both volume keys. While you are holding them, you need to insert the cable. When you insert the cable, don't release the buttons, and wait, keep holding them until you see a menu. So hold both volume keys, insert cable, keep holding, and wait until the menu launches. Just like that. Now hold volume up, keep holding. Okay, now it's asking us, do we want to unlock the bootloader? We do, so click volume up once. Now everything will be erased from our phone. So now we also need to wait until the phone turns on. It's going to take a little bit, so I'll see you in the setup process. Okay, the phone has turned on. We can also unplug the cable. For now we won't be needing it, but it still needs to be connected into your computer. Now let's simply go through the setup process. So click on start, click on agree, click on skip, next, more, and accept, skip, skip, next, skip, skip, agree, next, and finish. Okay, now we'll just verify the bootloader. Is everything okay? Click on agree. Now again we need to connect into our Wi-Fi, so open up the settings, connections, Wi-Fi, select available network for you, type password, connect, go back, Scroll down, software update, download and install. Go back, about phone, software information, tap on the build number, developer mode has been enabled, so go back, scroll. Oh, what's going on? Okay, now it loaded. Developer options, and it needs to look exactly like that. So the OEM unlocking feature must be enabled, but the whole feature needs to look like it's unavailable. That's the exact thing that we wanted to get. So for example, currently we cannot manually close the OEM unlocking. I mean, we cannot turn it off. That's the thing that we wanted to get. So it needs to be enabled, but the whole feature needs to be like unavailable. That's what we wanted to get. Now let's power off our device. Hold power button and select power off. Okay, now let's launch the Odin app. So find the folder that you have extracted before, open up the Odin, launch it up, click on OK. And now first click on BL, click on AP, sorry. Go into downloads and select OrangeFox 11.3. Click on open, go into options, unselect those two things. And now we need to turn on our phone in download mode. So again, hold both volume keys and insert the cable that is also connected with your computer. So connect. Okay, click on volume up once, don't hold it, just click. We are in the download mode. As you take a look also in the Odin app, we can see those numbers. It means that our phone has been successfully and properly connected. Now click on start. Now we are basically installing our custom recovery. Okay, when it says pass, it means that everything went okay. Now we need to launch the recovery mode. First, we need to hold power button and volume down button at the same time until our screen turns off. When it does, we need to quickly switch the combination. We need to start holding power button and volume up button. And when we see the Samsung logo, we need to release the finger from power button, but we need to keep holding volume up. So first, volume down and power. Now quickly switch. Release the finger from power button. We can hold volume up for a little bit longer. Now I think that we can release. The recovery mode should launch. Remember that your phone needs to be connected to the computer still. Okay, we have our OrangeFox. It has been installed properly. Okay, first select the trash icon, go into format data and type the word yes. Okay, now go back, open up the menu, that's the last icon, select reboot and recovery. Once again, we need to wait until the recovery mode turns on. Okay, go again into Menu, Reboot, and this time Fastboot. Once again we need to wait. Okay, we are in the Fastboot mode. Now go into Downloads, find your One UI 6.1 that you have downloaded and extracted. Click on it, open up One UI, and open this file, flash.sh. Okay, it's going, so now we need to wait. Okay, it's going. 1 out of 23. It's going to take a little bit, so we just need to be patient and wait until everything gets connected. I'll speed it a little bit. Okay, we are almost at the end. 20 out of 23. Okay, 23 out of 23. Now our phone should launch automatically. Okay, it has finished. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, our Samsung is the Samsung logo appeared. Now let's wait until our phone turns on. Okay, it's loading. Click on OK in here. Click on Next. Click on Finish. And now we are ready to use our device. Let me open up the settings. About phone, software information, and everything has been installed properly. One UI version 6.1 and Android 14. That's the thing that we have just installed. So everything properly works and we can use our phone. Alright, and that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.